Hey everybody, welcome back to another video today. It's been a while since I've made a video. I had a broken computer and had to get that fixed, which was really unfortunate, but only cost $100 to fix. But I'm so happy to be back and to share some knowledge with you guys because I got a lot of things to teach and some things to go over for sure that I'm super excited to go over about. So without further ado, like and subscribe. So what's interesting, guys, is as a first update, Helium 10 made this really cool update where you're able to see ASIN level review and parent level review revenue. So for the longest time, we were getting total revenue for just an ASIN, but it wasn't showing us like the total revenue for the whole listing, right? Making us kind of confused about like what size was doing better, this or that. I'm still trying to understand it more because it's like which one is the child and which one is the parent ASIN. That is something I'm trying to figure out more, but this is definitely a great update by Helium 10 to do this because of the fact, like I said, I've been just trying to understand which ASINs are doing better than others. Because, hey, if like, for example, if we're in candle wax and the bigger one or higher priced one is making way more revenue than the smaller one, that technically means I should be going off that price for how many sales and revenue is and not just how the small one getting a lot of orders. And that's honestly like a green flag to me, if people are wanting to buy a bigger candle wax bag, right? Interesting market though. I was just looking over this again. I have definitely kind of shifted my mindset on some knowledge of things I've learned over the past few months, and this market is very interesting. And if you ever want to know more about this market, I do have a free Patreon where I just talk about things for free. Well, just literally an area for you to be in contact with me about any markets you do find. I'll link that down below if you ever just want to ask me questions for absolutely free and just talk, and have somebody to keep you accountable or just check your products that you find. All the links are down below. And then, so cool update, like I said, by Helium 10. But what I want to get into now is just some basic product research, guys. It's been like a bit of time since I've product researched, and I think it's good to always practice this and try to find new opportunities in our world. I already have like my second brand I'm hopefully planning on doing right for 2025. I'm trying to figure out some certification stuff for it that I might need. But other than that, it's hopefully ready to go, green flag on it. Just a lot of little steps I'm trying to figure out about it. But, if we go into, our categories, right now we're in Black Box by Helium 10. This is where I do majority of all my product research. I have a coupon down below too if you ever want to use Helium 10 and get like a discount and support the channel, but also more importantly help you save money. But essentially right now when I'm product researching, guys, I'm really just looking for who my customer is and if they are willing to spend more, right? So when we're looking into this, I'm only thinking about who the customer is, not what the products are going to be in each category, right? So health and household, I know people care about their health and they're probably willing to spend more, so we'll click that. Kitchen and dining, we'll click on that. Patio, lawn and garden, we'll click on that. I've seen like almost every product in patio, lawn and garden, so I might uncheck it at this point, but it's probably good for you guys because you guys are still figuring out what's out there, and it would be very helpful. Pet supplies, people care about their pets, they want to spend more, so we'll do that. But I just kind of been really interested in product researching and getting my skills even more fine-tuned for it. And what's interesting, look at this, like you can do parent level revenue and parent level sales now, which is cool. They're updating all of this stuff. So I love that Helium 10 is really updating all of their areas. But number of images, guys, this is something you want to listen to for sure. For max number of images, I do 3 because I love to find old and boring markets, because old and boring markets that have an enthusiast customer tend to have great opportunities for branding because nobody has come in and done a brand new brand that can, I keep saying brand, but has done a brand new innovative product that you can create a brand around to the customer. So we're just going to keep number of images at 3 for max. And then where's revenue? I'm just looking for it right now. Well, parent level revenue, but what about just, well, I guess I got to type parent level revenue. I guess this is our first time doing this, but we'll do minimum of 16,000. Reason why 16,000, we know with good margins, 40% or higher, we could probably make 5K a month off of this. Maybe with ads, it'd be 4.5K, but want at least something I would make a full-time income off of. And then reviews, we're going to do a minimum of 800. Like I said, I really don't care about reviews too much, but I don't want to get into new markets where there's just a bunch of Chinese sellers coming in. And typically you'll find that market if you go max reviews like 300, because they're just brand new markets that are going to get saturated based off demand. And I've been there, done that with those markets. It's not worth your time, trust me. So we're going to click search right now. As we search right here, we're going to just kind of zoom in a bit, right? And I think what's important, guys, to know is when doing this, it's not every time you're going to find a product, but as long as you keep like getting potential ideas and you know the criteria you want to look for, and you're open-minded, there's a very good chance you will find a great opportunity out there. So powdered electrolyte supplement for fast hydration. So that's like almost liquid IV, I would think. So they are kind of a big competitor. So we'll keep scrolling. Could be interesting though. Amazing formulas, hyaluronic acid. I have no idea what that is. We could bring that one up as well. So how about we bring that one up? So I'm going to click on a few opportunities and more importantly, just dissect ones and show you guys how I dissect products to know if they're good or not. First thing you want to do obviously is know like what the search conversion rate is essentially like your ability, what the search conversion rate is. I use Product Opportunity Explorer. I'll show you right now. What Product Opportunity Explorer is, you need to have a Seller Central account, but it's a great opportunity to kind of know what the percentage of people that search and then actually end up buying are. So your market, you can like have a better idea to know if your market is an area where people are just clicking or people have a good strong buying need. So if I do, let's say candle wax, like the market we found just earlier when we started this video, you will see that the search conversion isn't exactly too high because people are more looking around and maybe not having the best listings to go off of, which is understandable because a lot of the listings in this market aren't that good. But as for like the search conversion I look for that are typically really good is anything above 7%. I know that if we can find something with 6 to 7%, minimum, I know that there's a strong buy need and I can create a brand to be better than that number to hopefully come around with around a 10 to 12% conversion rate. Again, this is search conversion rate, so like it's different compared to when people are actually clicking on yours and then converting. That's like conversion rate, right? So you would expect this to be a bit lower than what your actual conversion rate is. So like for my market, my search conversion is around 5.5%, I believe, but my actual conversion rate is 10%. So not bad to see this number be a bit low, but you don't want it to be too low. If you looked at like protein powder or like energy drinks, this is a 0.0001 because everybody is just kind of looking around into potential items they want to buy. And yeah, and there's also a large audience too. The larger the audience, the lower this kind of goes usually on average. As we go down and we're scrolling, I'm seeing a lot of sweatshirts, so I kind of need to eliminate sports and outdoors from one of our key categories. So we're gonna edit filters right here. Again, I have a coupon, guys. If you guys ever want to follow along and use Helium 10, it's what I use for all of my product research. Let's zoom in again. Let's try to find something, a good opportunity. Stainless mug. I'm not interested in that. Not interested in any of this. Rust metallic spray paint. We'll click on that. And we'll go back to, we're going to get like a few ideas, then we'll dissect some of these markets. Okay, so this would require certification. Some of this liquid stuff that is not good for a human to digest, to even get in their eyes or this or that. So tend to stay away from more of that type of stuff that needs a lot of certification. Um, it just ends up being a big fee that you have to pay to sell those types of items, and eventually it's just like your upfront investment is crazy when you have no idea how you're gonna do. So like for this one, bifurthrin, what for insects, this is a pesticide. So you'd have to spend probably 15 grand just to get like approved to sell a pesticide. So it's not the most fun experience to get those going. This is kind of a funny product. We'll keep going though. Leisure time, bright and clear. I don't know what that is. East rice. We'll keep going. Well, again, I'm thinking about who the customer is while I'm scrolling, guys. That's the most important part here. Um, Concentrated deer repellent. We've looked at this market and it's actually a very good market. I just don't want to cheat and like open it up and be like, oh, I found deer repellent when I've had previous videos of finding it. That wouldn't be fair to you guys. Look at this crunch and nut squirrel seed. Never seen this in my entire life. It's 20 pounds though, so I would imagine the fees for this are ridiculous. But this is funny because they're making 19 grand, but let's look at the fees. They're probably ridiculous. What if like there was an organic version of this, you know? Like maybe there is a possibility for that. Um, this is definitely probably more seasonal because, you know, squirrels are really eating their nuts in the falls, you know? And then, well, actually, this is more food, I would think. Crunch and nut. Okay, never mind. So let's see. 20 pounds, so this is just like your fees are ridiculous. I'm not even gonna look at this, but it's a funny type of product um, that is kind of out there. Definitely seasonal, but funny as heck that you find those opportunities. Steel food jar. Interesting. Okay. So this is a really interesting one right here. Wood and grain filler. Um, as for who the customer is, it's definitely somebody who really cares about their area they're trying to fix in their house and making things look better. So let's take a look at this market. I hate to sound so tired right now, guys, but my coffee is kind of wearing off, so I need to have more soon. But they're making 46K off of this, so I'm very curious to know what this type of product is. The way I kind of figure out now what the search term of this product is, how competitive everything is I'll go into Cerebro by Helium 10, and again, a link down below if you ever want a coupon. And I put the ASIN in, guys, right? And what this is gonna do is I'm gonna figure out what keywords I need to rank for this product, and also just like the amount of search demand. Which is cool because I can figure out what the main keywords are, this or that. So we go 1 to 11, organic ranked 1 to 11. So that's going to tell me what keywords they're ranked on that spectrum. And we'll search volume highest to lowest right here. Black wood filler. It's not looking like a ton of search volume, which is hard for me to believe. White wood filler paintable. Okay. Looks like there's a lot of different wood fillers. So I would imagine, let's see, hold on. We're gonna go on wood filler and just see how much these people are making. What's fun, what I love already about this market, guys, is very boring marketing, right? Very old and boring, right? This is all just boring marketing. What I also like to see is people with 500 orders coming in doing well, but that's only a $9 price, so let's not look at them. 1.2 million, that is a great search volume. Okay. My only concern is the average price, but that doesn't mean you can't do well. So let's look at the price range. So gallon, I don't know what this is. Gorilla. I know Gorilla's a big brand, but I wouldn't worry about them. You can always come out with a more premium brand. My mentor sells in a market where he's got one of his top competitors doing, 20,000 reviews and he's doing fantastic in it. So it's don't worry about competition. Competition is a good thing. So, yeah. What I do love also about this market, from what I can see, is there's not a ton of Chinese seller, a lot of US and Amazon based, which is good because of the fact that if we have a lot of Chinese sellers, they're just going to be price cutting on us the whole time, and that's just the worst thing because then your margins fall off. What I what I do love, a lot of Amazon sellers, well, a lot of US based, which is great. I do also love that somebody's coming in with a lower amount of reviews compared to the 25,000 reviews and doing exceptional, right? Obviously, they're Chinese based, right? But it does show that you can come in with a lower amount of reviews and do well. My only concern with this market is pricing, right? What can you price at and still do good? Yeah, but honestly, it looks like a decent opportunity. If we look at like more about the prices, let's see. $21 for this one. It looks like a decent spread of revenue, but probably not the perfect market, but an interesting opportunity altogether. What I do love is very, very boring branding, though, guys. That is what I love the most about this market. Like, this is like if I had to teach you guys what like the type of market you want to get into to create a very good looking brand with an enthusiast customer without the price or this or that included, this would be a great example for that area specific of like the old and boring market that I look for, because of the fact that everybody's just slapping labels on and everything just looks like a third party seller, like somebody who's just not like really having any connection with the customer. So I would, if I was starting a brand in here, I would do something more edgy, more something, a caricature, very, very edgy looking in general. So that's really it though for today, guys. Like, I just wanted to get back in the way of product research again, and kind of show you guys the criteria I look for. It's a long process to try to find an opportunity, and I will keep trying, because I think it motivates you guys to keep product researching. And I never appreciate when people on YouTube product research and they say, I found a 30K a month product when they already had found it and they just like pretend like they found it. I'm trying to show you the organic process of finding something. So, yeah, hopefully this video helps you guys a little bit with the kind of criteria I look for. Again, like when I'm looking into Black Box by Helium 10, I'm really just making sure I know who my customer is, the amount of revenue I want, right? And then making sure my images are lower because that signifies older marketing, right? And an ability for us to come in with a new brand. And I think one thing we need to work on is making sure our price is solid, right? We don't want to sell something for under $20, right? We need to make sure it's at least $26, $25 at the bare minimum, or even upwards of $40. So our margins are very thick and not smaller, right? Because we know cost per clicks on Amazon are through the roof, and it's going to be like $1 per click. So if we only have a $10 profit, then we might be losing money slightly on ads just to get ranked on the first page, which isn't bad because if you get ranked on the first page, then a lot of organic orders come in, especially in a high search volume market. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys liked it. You guys have an amazing day. Take care. Later.